Hey guys, how y'all doing? This is Gibran. Uh, Number one, you might hear my neighbor stomping around up there. She likes to be loud apparently during the day, which I guess is during the day, so it ain't so bad. But you're probably gonna hear some boom, 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 because she walks around her apartment like she's a 260-pound man. Um, yeah, so sorry in advance for that. And if you can't tell, I am starting to try to figure out what I'm doing here with my page 1 of Doomed Barbarian, book 2. I'm starting to kind of tighten up the roughs a little bit, figure out how this is all going to go, so I can go ahead and start getting these pages drawn in a little bit better. That's where I'm at. I've decided that, man, this week I need to go ahead and start getting some pages together for Doomed Barbarian. I've put it off for long enough. It's time. I'm still gonna do something about trying to get book 1. I think I'm in hopes we can. Like I said, if we can, it's not a big deal. Just read letter. Tired of repeating that, so we're just gonna move on. But yeah, so I'm just taking my little rough sketch, blowing it up a little bit, trying to tighten it up, and then I'm probably gonna put another piece of paper on it and like really refine it after that. And then right now I'm debating if I want to go ahead and keep painting the book on these wood panels, or these whatever these like chipboard panels or whatever these are. Oh, I think I bumped the camera there. You see that this is like an actual page right there. So I'm debating if I want to do that, or if I'm going to start painting them on just some nice pieces of paper. Just because cutting those, I'm in an apartment nowadays, and cutting those might be a little bit of a pain in the butt for me. So that, and it just might be, I don't know, easier for me, like I said, just to get them done on paper. We'll see. I'm still building up to what I'm doing there, trying to make these last bit decisions, but I've got to move on into this book. I'm sure you might be able to hear my kids in the background goofing off too. Bar fights. This is where I'm at with bar fight. I know I'm like almost done, and now I'm moving into Doomed Barbarian. And by almost done, I mean I have started the cover of Bar Fight. I just need to work the detail out in the hands and in the mugs. It's just not enough detail in there. And then once I have that, then I'm gonna do a little ad on the back page, and I'm gonna make one to see how it comes out. You know, had a crazy week this week. The family was sick. I was sick. And it was rough. A lot of throwing up going on. I think we all got a virus or something. And it's funny because, listen, I got a story. Whoa, dropped that. While I was, that night I got sick. I got sick around, I woke up around 2 o'clock in the morning feeling really bad, and was throwing up. But that night prior to throwing up, we had a really bad really heavy snowstorm here, and got home and decided, my wife was like, you know, really weren't looking to cook, and she was like, do you mind, because I need to go out and get quarters anyway, because we have to use a laundromat right now. And so I went out to go get quarters. And what we do is we actually go to the car wash, because no one wants to give you quarters anymore, so they have change machines there, and we go get quarters from the car wash, just bring them home and use them at the laundromat. And I got some Subway, and I don't know why I thought at first maybe I got food poisoning off of it, because I got the one thing I never get from Subway. I don't know why I got it, and that was a meatball sandwich. Probably the worst thing to get from one of those places, that and the damn seafood sandwich. But I got the meatball sandwich, right? Come home, and we eat, and we're getting ready to go to bed, and for some reason I hear something. And the way the apartment's set up is the parking lot is at our back windows, and our bedrooms, you know, where our bedrooms are. And I hear something, and we park right at our bedroom window. It's our designated spot. And so I'll hear something, so I'm like, what is that noise? You know, maybe, you know, I don't know why, because I normally would have just thought, hey, it's somebody else coming home. But for some reason I look, and there's a guy at my driver's side door on my car. And I'm like, what is this guy doing, you know? He's on his phone, and I can hear him talking. I'm like, this guy's at my car door, you know? He didn't have it open or anything, but he was at the car, like up on my car. And I'm like, man, what the hell is this dude doing? And I go put my shoes on, and I was like, don't go out there. I was like, no, I'm going out there. I'm going to go confront this dude. He's doing something, and I want to know what he's doing. Because I was, you know, it's like, it's not that I have, like, keep a bunch of expensive stuff in my car or anything like that. It's just, it was just so strange. I was like, I'm going to go see what's going on. The guy's on his phone, and I can hear him talking, right? And I confront him. I walk up on him. And the dude's pissing on the driver's side door of my car. And I'm like, hey, man, what the hell are you doing? I mean, I'm cussing, you know. I'm like, what the F are you doing? And he turns around, and I guess it pissed me off so bad because I heard him talking on the phone, English. Turns around and goes, no hablo inglés. And I'm like, what? No, man, I just heard you. I just heard you talking English. And he just kept playing dumb and playing, oh, and I was so mad. And I realized he was pissing on my, you know, like, oh, God, what are you doing pissing on my car, man? And he's just looking at me blank, like he doesn't know what to do. And I guess it aggravates me so bad because, in my opinion, what he really needed to do is just go, look, man, I'm drunk. I pissed on your car. I'm sorry. I'll wash it off. And it would have been cool. But no, he just sits there and wants to play dumb with me and play dumb with me. And I'm getting madder and madder at this guy. And I'm like in his face. And my wife's just like, come inside, don't do this. And, you know, she's right. So I was like, no, don't hit this guy, don't hit this guy. But I was wanting to, you know, I was at this point where I was like, I'm going to hit this guy. And my wife's like, no. And finally, I was like, you know, I'm just going to call the cops, you know. And then the guy just jumps in his car and takes off. And I was just so dumbfounded by it. I was so mad. I mean, luckily this wasn't me in my 20s. Because I would have hit this dude probably pretty fast. And not to say I'm all rough and tough, because I'm definitely not. I've had my ass whooped plenty of times playing this game, you know. And I've learned that, hey, man, fighting's probably not the way. It's probably why I didn't get into it with this guy. Another reason. But you know, I got kids and stuff, and I don't need to get stabbed out there. But it just blew me away that this dude just peeing on my... And the thing was, he was parked on my passenger side. There was an empty space. He was parked in the passenger, like next to my passenger side door. Gets out, walks all the way around, and pisses on my driver's side door. And I've never seen this dude in my life. You know, I don't know who this guy is. And you know, it's not like, oh, you might have made this dude mad and he pissed on your car. It's like, no, I don't know this dude at all. And that was just a, you know, just a little crazy story that happened to me this weekend. And what's crazy is I came inside, went to sleep, woke up around 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock in the morning, just instantly sick, throwing up everywhere. So I've been having a wild week like that. You know, I just thought it was a weird story, and I thought I'd share it with you. Nothing too crazy came out of it, but don't pee on my car, basically. And another thing is, what else have I been doing? I've been working. I mean, you probably can see this, can you? I've been working on this little study here. I've started. This is a little, what is that? Burnt umber underpainting. And obviously, this isn't anything I've come up with. I'm doing a study of an actual Jeff Lafferty painting I have right here. Check it out. So here's the actual painting in all of its glory, and I'm just kind of taking a little detail out of it and kind of painting it, trying to steal his magic, you know. No, just trying to figure out the game, man. Because to be honest with you, it's like this is what I wanted Doomed Barbarian to look like, you know, this style, like real beautiful, like just straight paint it with no underdrawings, but no inking or anything. And even with inking, I would like to be able to get to that point. So you know, this is the hopes for the comics to come. It might not be Doomed Barbarian that looks like that, but that's how I want my comics to end up, you know, to just look like beautiful paintings, you know. That is my goal. Alright guys, I told you my little embarrassing story for the week. Start looking for Doomed Barbarian. I'm going to go ahead and we're moving into that now, so that's where we're at. We're going to start doing Doomed Barbarian now, and I should have that last page of bar fight done in the next couple of days. I'm just at a point where it's like I just was ready to get into this. I've been itching and itching and itching, so it's time to move on into it. So I'm going for it, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Alright guys, y'all have a good one. Thanks for popping in, thanks for listening, and thanks for all that y'all do. Later.